Well, here we are again, and it's so nice to be back, and to have a beautiful lady beside me here too makes it even better. Look at her smile. She's she's a little bit bashful, but that's only a little bit. So she's going to reveal to us a lot of good stuff of what's going on with Spectrum, and so here and now, Lara Stewart, in person.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Sanchez. I appreciate it very much being here. I'm Lara Calvert, and I'm the Executive Director at Spectrum Community Services, and Dr. Sanchez has been a longtime board member for us. I know, we have been, this past year, Spectrum has been celebrating 50 years of service to the community. Right. We were born right here in the city of Hayward, and our offices have always been here in Hayward, but our services are throughout all of Alameda County now. So not just here, not just in one city, but in the entire county. And as you know, our mission is to enhance the quality of life for seniors and low-income residents here in Alameda County.
Yeah, that says a lot. Enhance the quality of life. Mm-hmm. What are some specific things? I know food is a part of it, and what else goes on there?
So yes, so two of our programs are about feeding seniors. So anybody who is 60 years and older, and if you're mobile and active, then you're part of our senior meals program. And you can come, because of COVID, we've been doing pick up and go. So people can come pick up a hot, freshly cooked meal every day, Monday through Friday.
You're making me hungry now.
It is delicious. Our food is delicious. We have a great set of chefs who work in our kitchen every day and lovingly follow our recipes and make a nutritious, delicious food. Just yesterday, I had one of the meals. It was cod with a lemon caper sauce over a bed of arugula, some brown rice, cooked carrots, a fresh piece of kiwi, and of course always a cup of milk for strong bones, right?
Right on.
It was a delicious meal, and we've had a tremendous number of people accessing the food, actually, more and more.
Oh, really?
Yes, but we are happy to have people. Again, it's for all people who are 60 years and over. If they're less than 60, I'm aspiring to be 60. I'm not quite there yet. So when I get a meal, I pay $10 for the meal, which is still a bargain compared to when we go to the store to go, or to a sandwich shop or something else. I'm spending that just for a sandwich, let alone milk and fruit and all the other pieces. So, I enjoy the meals as well.
Yeah. Well, the one you described sounded great. That made me hungry. What the people that you serve? How do you select them? How do you know who's who, what? They're coming in and so forth. They just decide themselves then.
Yeah, I mean, we try to outreach to the community, let the community know that we are open. And again, you can be anyone. If you're younger than 60, then just come and pay. We do ask for you to tell us in advance, so we make sure that we have enough food for you each day, right? So you can go onto our website and shoot us an email, or you can pick up the phone and call us and let us know that you want to go to whichever site. So in Hayward, we're at Josephine Lum Lodge, we're at the San Leandro Senior Center, we're at the North Oakland Senior Center, we're at the Union City Senior Center. We have a lot of locations up and down 880. All that information is on our website at spectrumcs.org, as well as our menu. So you can pick out ahead of time which meal you go, oh, that cod dish that Lara talked about is on the menu. I want to go try that. So you do that, and you call us in advance. We'll make sure that we have a meal for you, and you show up. Now, if you're 60 and over, then we're going to ask you to fill out a registration form. Okay? We're going to ask you to tell us your name, your address, kind of your birth date, and some information about you. That helps our funders know a little bit about who we're serving. And then we ask people who are over 60 for a voluntary donation. It's suggested at $3.75, so even a better bargain.
Yeah.
And that's just a donation, and we never turn anybody away if that's a struggle for them. Yeah.
Well, one thing we'll get going with is two more. I want to know about you. How did you get involved? You just smile about what you're doing, and it's like it catches, your fire inside is coming out. Tell us about yourself a little bit. Yeah. How did you get rolling on this and stuff?
How did I get rolling on that? Before I joined Spectrum in 2013. So almost 9 years ago.
Yeah, right.
And John Dutra, former assembly member, was on the board of Spectrum at the time.
Exactly.
And there was going to be a transition. Michael Sweeney, who was the former mayor of Hayward, had made some decisions to retire from being the mayor and retire from his job at Spectrum. And I know that he's going strong. He volunteers for us.
Yeah.
It's so nice. So he's still active and involved.
I know.
But before coming to Spectrum, I was very much in K through 12 education.
Okay.
I was on the school board in Fremont Unified. And I also ran the Fremont Education Foundation for several years, raising money for youth programs and instrumental band programs and running those, as well as being very active in a lot of other organizations. And so, some people say, well, you went from helping kids and education to helping seniors. And I go, but it's all the same thing. It's helping our community. It's making our community stronger. It's helping community members stay healthy and strong. I was a big proponent for healthy food in our schools and for our staff, and making sure that we have access to those things to keep our bodies strong so that we can live long and enjoy our lives, right? And food is such an important part of our everyday, right? We come together as families and eat, or friends. And our senior meal program, we're really excited that we're going to start being able to have the seniors come in person again and share around a table and eat their meal together.
Wow.
Because that socializing and talking with each other, just like we are doing right now, is really important. It's really important.
Yeah.
We figured that out a lot more during COVID, didn't we?
I think so.
That if we're not talking to each other and we're isolated and all by ourselves, right? Then sometimes our life isn't that exciting, is it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It sure isn't.
So how do we keep connected? Right?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting how you got into it yourself. You were in K through 12 education. Were you a teacher? You had a credential?
No. I have so much great respect for the teachers who do that. I am more of a person who supports others in doing that,
and
right?
You did a fantastic job in doing it.
So I think my strengths are more in helping raise money, helping talk with the community to raise support for everybody else, so that the teachers in the classroom can do their job really well, so that our chefs can cook a delicious meal every day, so that our team can deliver those meals and socialize with our seniors. I think it's really important.
I think I felt that from you when we first hired you. There she is, Grandma. So we had you by the collar. And, I've been like 50 years plus with the group.
Absolutely.
And Mike Sweeney was with us, and David Alvarado, all different guys that were great. And I won't compare anything else, but I just know that you do fantastic now, and I'm so glad we got you. I thought it was 10 years ago, almost 10 years, 9.5 years ago. So, we'll be another 10, 20 years. You come around like this, I'll still be going strong, you know.
I know you will, and that's because you eat well. And what do you do every morning? You tell me.
Every single day I do my exercises. And I want to show you, as I told you earlier, these specific exercises that I do, 10 of them. And every part of your body gets exercised, stretched and whatever. And so I do that every morning. Even this morning I made sure I got up because I got up a little late. But I don't miss that. Maybe once or twice a year I might miss it, but that's about it.
You are my inspiration.
Well, thank you.
I'm serious, Marion, because your commitment to moving well every day has kept you as spry and active as you are, right?
Yeah.
That whole use it or lose it, I think is really important.
Don't booze it, but go ahead.
I know. And so that reminds me of our fall prevention program for seniors,
okay.
right? Another program that we have for people who are 60 years and better here in Alameda County. And what we know is that, although you told me that you still feel like you're 50 years old, but you didn't tell me you feel like you're 16 years old anymore. But I know that sometimes in our brains we think that we still feel like we're 16, right? And so sometimes our brains tell us to do something that we used to do when we were 16, but our bodies go, oh, I'm not doing that like that anymore.
Don't remind me of that.
But it's important for us to make sure that as we age, right,
Yeah.
that we are mindful of what things that we're doing well so that we don't injure ourselves,
Yeah.
right? And so we really try to make sure that we have a great community of people who come together and they exercise together in our classes with our instructors to keep moving and keep doing keep moving, keep your balance and your strength and your flexibility so that if you trip on something, maybe you can catch yourself still, right?
Right, yeah.
And, or how about not trip on that in the first place, right? Let's make sure we don't have, area rugs that might slip and on our floors at home, right? Let's make sure that if we just brought groceries home, maybe we don't take 2 bags of groceries, but we take two trips
Smaller
back
bags.
and forth, right? We take 1 bag in, and that's actually part of your exercise then for the day, right? Getting extra steps in.
Yeah. Well, tripping over rugs sometimes, I have to watch that myself,
Do you?
Because wham, bang, there you are, But in my age category, I've got like 3 world records in sprinting. And I used to have the hurdle record, but they don't have hurdles anymore. But somebody broke that by 1/100th of a second. So, and I kind of, but I know, when I reached up to touch the basket, I know now how much less I do,
Right.
so that I'm the real more with myself. But I still take guys one-on-one, like this character here is working with us. I told him, you'll go one-on-one. Yeah, I'll take it. So I get a kick out of that challenge, that we have. And like I said, and told you before too, helping others do this to you. I'm like you in the heart,
Yes.
I want to help others as much as I can with what I'm doing. And said, hey, here I do it, thank you, that's it. No, sir. It's what can I do now for you? Where can we get started?
Absolutely, absolutely. So if people want to get started with Spectrum's Fall Prevention Program, where we do exercising, we socialize, and everybody, you make friends, right? You make friends with each other. If anybody is interested in joining us and doing that, then again, I encourage them to go to our website, spectrumcs.org, or give us a call, and you don't have to use the internet. Give us a call at our main number, which is 510-881-0300, and we can talk with you. We have instructors who do class in English, and in Cantonese and Mandarin. So we're able to help even folks who speak Cantonese and Mandarin, and we hope to be able to do classes in Spanish again
Spanish
soon.
also?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of our instructors, who is our bilingual in Spanish, she just had a baby last weekend.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So
okay.
she's on leave at the moment, but hoping that she'll be back. And
She
and be able
Maria
to-
or
Maria,
Maria,
yes.
yeah, yeah. I remember the
Yes.
name, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Good memory.
yeah.
So the food programs that we do, the exercise, the fall prevention programs, all of those things help seniors be able to enjoy their lives every day, right?
Yeah.
And be healthy. And one of the good celebrations that are coming up, did you know what the month of May is besides your birthday? Do you know what the month of May is?
No.
It's
probably-
Older Americans Month.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I read that in the calendar too. Older American Month. Yeah.
Older Americans Month is
That's
coming
really
up.
neat for my birthday too. Wow.
And right your birthday. So
Oh,
all
they
month
really did.
long, there's going to be a rally. It's going to be virtual, online on May 3rd. People can, from the comfort of their home, they can talk with legislators in Sacramento. And if they want information about that, that's on our website as well.
Oh, great.
And I will be making sure I'm reaching out to our legislators as well, talking about the importance of senior issues, of older adults, of making sure that our communities are built to be adaptable to people of all ages.
Yeah.
And
And
it's
all
better
ages.
for everybody, right?
Yeah.
When we have things that are accessible for older adults, it's accessible for everybody.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, you're a little more acceptable to me now because you're a part Sanchez.
Yes,
we
I
just found
am.
out earlier we were talking.
I am.
But I check you out, hey, wait a minute, there's some features there, Sanchez features. Anyway, I'm hoping because you're a beautiful lady.
Thank you.
And to be a part of Sanchez is great, so that's interesting to me that you are about 1/4, I guess, and you had a
Yes.
Sanchez family with the same name.
Absolutely. My
Crazy.
maternal grandmother, her name is Marie Mercedes Sanchez, and I was very fortunate that we all lived in the same house. We had a multi-generational house when I was growing up through grade school and junior high school and high school. And so she was the one there in the morning when I went off to school, and there in the afternoons while my mom was at work.
Yeah.
And we have a long history here, my family here in California. We know that I'm at least a 6th generation Californian.
Wow.
And we can't we haven't so far been able to trace further back because there was a fire in one of the missions
Oh, yeah.
and the records were burned.
Oh, my gosh.
And
yeah.
so that's why we can only trace our family back to, in California, to the 1840s.
Yeah.
But we might have been here longer than that, I'm not sure.
Well, you can almost say pretty good kids back there without tracing. You might have done this, and that, but you derived that somewhere in your own system. That's when you talk about, knowing your grandmother and mother and so forth and what they did. Well, that's where you came from. You said, oh, it would be tough for those teachers getting a credential. Credential, schmential. And I love it. I have a credential too, and I worked hard for it, but no big deal. It's what you feel and what you're doing, and this is, you got your credential in history of your life.
Right. Absolutely. I just really love being able to support other people
Yeah.
and having them do things and having others join us, right? One of the ways that is super important for us to be able to have the senior meals programs, our Meals on Wheels programs, our fall prevention programs is volunteers.
Yeah.
So we're bringing more people together, and we need more volunteers.
Yeah.
We need more people to help us serve the lunches every day.
Yeah.
We need more people if they have technology skills. For our fall prevention classes, we actually need some people, they can do it from home. If they're really good on the computer,
Yeah.
they can help us from home. So if anyone's interested in helping us volunteer, all they have to do is go to our website,
Yeah.
spectrumcs.org, or give us a call on our main line.
Okay.
and we can give them more information and talk with them about
Yeah,
the opportunities.
I belong to Rotary Club, by the way, and we're
Mm-hmm.
going to have you as a speaker at some time.
Yeah.
We'll let you know exactly the date and so forth. But Rotary does one heck of a lot of work with that, you know. In fact, they thanked me because of the fact that we gave like 3,000 or something like that. So, but Rotary does a lot of work with that, and you'll see when you get more involved with it. But there's a Rotary magazine just came out. I'll give that to you later. But
Okay.
it talks about all the giving and things people do. Awesome.
Rotarians are the best. Are you kidding
Thank
me?
you.
Rotarians, you are a service above self,
Yeah, right.
right?
Yeah.
That's the one of the Rotarian
Four-way test, yeah.
mottos. And I love being partners with Rotarians. Rotarians are very much active in the community and supportive of so many different projects, and we're very thankful that Hayward Rotary, yes, just gave support to our meals program,
Right.
and the Livermore Rotary recently did, the Oakland Rotary recently did,
Yeah.
the Newark Rotary has given to us in the past, so we're very happy to have that kind of support, and I would love to come and
Beautiful, yeah.
talk with you guys again.
I think Carol, was it Carol? who
Yes.
came, she was there too, and we.
Yes. Carol Mahar, who
Mahar, yeah, she
is
talked about
Spectrum's
everything.
development director. Yeah, she was able to come have lunch with you guys that day.
Right on, yeah, sorry, yeah.
That was good.
That's great. Well, tell me more about, a little bit about Spectrum. You've been, you know, what they can do, call and so forth.
Yeah.
What else can you add to it? You know, we got about 5 minutes left here, so that's
Do
great.
we? Well, I'm going to tell you some important things about things for families of all ages, as long as they income qualify. Okay, so if they're a little bit lower income, and people are struggling to pay their PG&E
Okay.
bills, or struggling to pay their water bills. If you've got a water bill for water, you know, maybe you're on East Bay Mud, maybe you're with the City of Hayward, Alameda County Water District, Zone 7, whatever water company you're with, okay? If you have a past due amount and you're struggling to pay that bill, starting June 1st, Spectrum is going to be able to help you pay that bill.
Wow, June
Okay?
1st.
Starting June 1st, and we're going to have this money for over a year. And we want to pay your bill for you, okay? So if you have a past due amount, we'll pay your bill for you. And at the same time, with the same application process, we can help you pay your PG&E bill too.
Wow.
So if you have past due amounts and you're struggling for any reason, as long as your family income qualifies, we are happy to help you. These programs are called our utility assistance programs. Sometimes it's called LIHEAP, for the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, which is just a mouthful and doesn't really matter. It matters to know where to get your help, right?
Heap, yeah.
So Spectrum Community Services, our website is spectrumcs.org. You can see the income qualifications to see if your family qualifies to get this free government assistance. Again, this is federal money that comes through us that we want to give to you. There's an application, you can print it at home. If you don't have a printer, you can fill out an easy form and we'll mail you an application in the mail, and then you mail it back to us. If you're really good with the computer, you can do an online form. If you don't have a computer at all, just give us a call and we will help you.
Yeah.
Our phone number is 510-881-0300. We pick up the phone from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. Mondays through Friday, and our customer service reps are really happy to help you, answer your questions and get the help you need.
Yeah.
So if you need help, or if you know somebody who needs help, we really want to do that. We want to pay your bill.
Right on target. Well, you know, I have a program, you've heard it before, we call it World Peace.
Absolutely.
And I have different things here. I've got it translated into Russian, I'm getting German, Japanese, and so forth. And somehow, of course, it always involves people and their personal needs, and food is a biggie. So when I say world peace, it's not just saying peace, put down your guns and so forth, but pick up with others to get your food too, like what you're doing in a sense. So that you're a part of that world peace thing already, a big part, and I just love that. And whatever I can do with my particular program, I will. We'll talk more about that later, but that's something else also.
You're always a best supporter to help enhance the quality of life here.
Yeah.
And that's what your heart, Marion, is
Yeah.
always there, trying to make our world better and more peaceful for
that's why
everybody.
you're with us, kiddo.
And I appreciate that very, very much.
Well, and this is why we nabbed you, People grabbed you one arm, the other, I get you by the neck. We got you. You were not that hard to get. But, and you've been so great, and when I bring people to meet with you, maybe be on the board and so forth, you're very honest with me, and bingo, you hit me right between the eyes in a good way, knowing what I should and shouldn't be doing with that. And you're good at that, and I love that, So it's not just, hey, helping here. Who can help? Who would have the heart and really do it? Absolutely. Not just to advance himself politically or whatever.
Right.
So you're aware of those things, which is great.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad we were able to talk today.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
It's absolutely great, I had a couple of people missing, but I always somehow get them together and we go for it. Even my granddaughter was here helping out. She's great in what she's doing.
That's good.
But having you here again has been fantastic, and who knows, maybe another 3 or 4 months or whatever, we'll do it again and get with it.
Okay.
But what else you want to add? We got about a couple of minutes here.
Oh, okay. We do.
I
would just add that we need community support. We want you guys to engage with Spectrum in any way that fits for you, right? If you want to come eat meals with us, come eat meals with us. If you want to volunteer with us, we really need your help. We will train you. We need people who commit to come every week, a couple times a week. So love to talk with you about what your talents are and what you want to do to give back to the community and how we can work together. And so if anybody who wants to be a volunteer, love for you to reach out to us. Celebrate Older Americans Month in the month of May. Celebrate Pride Month, the month of June. And older adults, low-income families. We just keep trying to enhance people's lives.
When you do recruit people, when they want to come and volunteer, are many of them those that have been helped, or just others that come in and heard about it? Or?
People have different paths that they come to us, all different kinds of paths. And everyone has their own story.
I see.
Right?
And a lot of them have been through the program and then just evolve out of that and help?
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes some of our staff had been prior clients, right?
That's what I was wondering about. Yeah.
And so it's really wonderful because they understand and they know what it's like to have to ask for help, right? And so there's no judgments. It's totally fine. We are happy to help people pay their PG&E bills, and then now we're going to be able to pay their water bills too.
Yeah.
It's very exciting.
Well, I got to tell you, Lara, it's so great to have you here, and having talked about what you have already. And I want to mention that big phone number one more time after a while, but just before we top here in about 30 seconds and so forth. Okay. But having you here as let people see you directly, and we'll make a film of this and show it in other places and what have you. So absolutely. I just want to thank you extremely much for being here with us again and for doing the work you're doing. It's awesome. Happy to be part of this wonderful community. I sure thank you, and that's about the end of our program. So thank you very much for being here and watching us, folks. And we'll be back again. I'll have other guests, and we'll take it from there. So thank you very much, and see you again.